There's something about the walls of old houses that stirs a mix of fear and pleasure in us. Decayed mansions have always been the perfect setting for myths and horror tales. Think of the House of the Whispering Spirits or countless others. In urban legends, scary stories about old houses remain remarkably similar, yet unfailingly magnetic in their timeless dread. To truly make the audience shiver and keep their eyes fixed on the shadows in the corners, a director must have the skill to breathe life into well-worn tropes. Approaching the Hell House franchise seriously is no easy feat. The first film was groundbreaking, blending classic horror elements with sharp humor, a carefully constructed narrative, and the ability to reimagine tired tricks. House LLC Origins. The Carmichael Manor takes a back-to-basics approach while attempting to add a few fresh elements. This time, the story revolves around the Carmichael estate, dubbed Hell House. The classic haunted mansion steeped in tragedy, rumors, and paranormal occurrences is drenched in an atmosphere of dread, ready to ensnare anyone brave or foolish enough to enter. The central conflict begins when a group of amateur investigators, led by the unstoppable Margot, decides to stay overnight to film content for their channel. Unfortunately, their enthusiasm quickly descends into a nightmare that escalates with every passing minute. One of the film's biggest strengths lies in its ability to build tension through seemingly simple details. The labyrinthine hallways, dim lighting, sudden silences, and antique objects make the house feel alive. The growing sense of fear doesn't rely on gore or excessive action. Instead, director Stephen Cognetti leans on good old-fashioned suspense. Lingering shots where the audience feels something is about to happen but has no idea where the scare will come from. Lighting plays a particularly standout role. Shadows here are practically a character, while the protagonist's cameras provide the sole source of light, creating a claustrophobic viewing experience. The minimalist approach to the film's monster is a smart move, leaving much to the imagination. The fear of the unknown is always more terrifying than a blatant reveal of the creature. Margot, as the main character, elicits mixed reactions. On the one hand, her determination and obsession with uncovering the truth drive the story forward. But on the other hand, her personality can be too abrasive, making her motives feel unclear and her character difficult to connect with. Secondary characters, Margot's girlfriend and her brother, are far more relatable. Their reactions to the unfolding events feel authentic, and the dynamics between the trio provide emotional weight and conflict that anchor the story. Logical inconsistencies, of course, make an appearance. Why don't the characters leave the house at the first sign of paranormal activity? Why are doors left open when they could be closed? These choices may raise an eyebrow, but they're practically a genre hallmark. The film employs a popular modern horror technique, mockumentary-style storytelling. Interview snippets and found footage segments add a layer of realism, but occasionally interrupt the main plot. The editor seems to pull viewers out of tense moments to provide yet another backstory or explanation. This disrupts the rhythm, especially when suspense reaches its peak. Shifting most of the exposition toward the finale might have improved the pacing. That said, in certain scenes, this technique works exceptionally well. For example, a seemingly innocuous conference recording that transforms into a chilling episode will send shivers down your spine. These moments are a reminder that the Hell House franchise excels at delivering unexpected scares with creativity. The Carmichael Manor itself is the film's true star. Its endless corridors, dusty rooms, and ancient relics give the story a rich aesthetic. The cinematography immerses the audience in the action, enhancing the sense of participation. However, unlike the first film, which felt intimate, this house comes across as colder and less alive. The music and sound effects, while familiar, do their job exceptionally well. Creaking floorboards, distant thuds, and muffled screams create an auditory landscape of anxiety. Unlike many modern horror soundtracks, this one doesn't overpower the scenes, but subtly heightens their tension. House LLC Origins. The Carmichael Manor largely succeeds in returning to the franchise's roots. It doesn't aim to reinvent the wheel, but instead focuses on scaring viewers using tried-and-true methods. The film's main flaws lie in its characters and the uneven pacing caused by excessive exposition. However, its atmosphere, visual choices, and Cognetti's knack for suspense make it a worthy continuation of the series. If you're a fan of the original Hell House or enjoy horror films with a mockumentary style, this one will likely win you over and get your heart racing. Despite its flaws, the film has a certain charm, much like a haunted house with its own unique personality. Rating: 7 out of 10.